It's a MeatEater podcast.
Welcome to MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins. I'm your host, Spencer Neuharth, and today we're joined by Seth, Cory, Hanzi, Alyssa, Marge, Nate, Tressa, and John. This is a 10-round quiz show with questions from MeatEater's 4 verticals, which are hunting, fishing, conservation, and cooking, and there is a prize. MeatEater will donate $500 to the conservation organization of the winner's choosing. And this is episode 2 of our 2-episode MeatEater Trivia Jabroni Championship. So if you haven't listened to the first episode yet, then pause this one and go get caught up, because for the first time in MeatEater Trivia history, we are going to crown a king or queen Jabroni for 2025. Phil, let's get a scoreboard update for this episode before we get started.
Yeah, we've got Maggie, Hanzi, and Tressa with 3 points apiece. John with 4. Alyssa with 5, and tied up in first place with 6 points are Seth, Cory, and Nate.
Wow. And Nate has now shed his outer layer and put his hat on backwards.
I was giving the illusion that this wasn't recorded back to back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. It was recorded back to back. Last episode ended about 8 minutes ago. Now, the Shelby index for this episode is a 5, so our Jabronies should do well. And with that, we're on to the game of trivia. Play the drop, Phil.
Look, I need to know what I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything.
Game on, suckers!
Final round.
And on the line, we have this wonderful trophy that a fan made us, a $1,000 conservation donation, and the title of King or Queen Jabroni. Here's question 1. The topic is conservation, and this will be multiple choice. According to the American Museum of Natural History, we're currently going through the blank mass extinction. Is it 3rd, 6th, 11th, or 17th?
Was Mark Kenyon just talking about this?
According to the American Museum of Natural History,
He was.
We're currently going through the blank mass extinction.
God, nobody told me. This sounds kind of scary.
3rd, 6th, 11th, or 17th.
Those are 2 very heavy words, mass and extinction. Doesn't sound good together.
Huh.
This is question 11 of our 20-question championship. Is anybody optimistic about their answer?
50-50.
Okay. A lot of guesses.
I just watched a thing with Mark talking about this, and I wasn't paying attention to him, I guess. Sorry, Mark.
Thanks for admitting that on air, Seth.
You watched it, though. You gave him that view.
Yeah.
According to the American Museum of Natural History, we're currently going through the blank mass extinction. 3rd, 6th, 11th, or 17th.
I wish Shelby was here. She should have played with us to set the index.
She ended the game with an 11. So, see, maybe she'll
Darn.
be the Queen Jabroni. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying 3rd. Alyssa says 6th. Marge says 3rd. John says 3rd. Cory, 6th. Tressa, 3rd. Hanzi, 3rd. Nate, 6th. He crossed out 3rd. The correct answer is 6th.
Damn it.
Let's go.
About half the room got that one right. We're currently in the Holocene extinction, which started about 10,000 years ago. This extinction has been defined by the presence of a single species, humans. The last extinction prior to this one was 66 million years ago, which is what killed 75% of life on Earth, including the dinosaurs. Question 2. The topic is fishing, and this next great question is via Matt Young. Name 4 of the 7 states that contribute to the Columbia River watershed. Name 4 of the 7 states that contribute to the Columbia River watershed. A lot of list making happening, besides Alyssa. Name 4 of the 7 states that contribute to the Columbia River watershed. Cory, very quick to answer. Do you have this one right, Cory?
Yeah, for sure. Grew up in one of those.
Okay. Well, there's a hint again, Cory. There's a championship
I'm
on
not
the
thinking,
line here.
obviously.
If anybody knows where Cory grew up at, I'll give you some help.
There's a Gordon Lightfoot song you can start singing to give hints.
Name 4 of the 7 states that contribute to the Columbia River watershed.
This feels like a real heavy West Coast and fishing centric tournament.
Nate was just complimenting me before the show. Said I like all the East Coast stuff you've had lately.
And the pendulum has swungeth.
Is everybody ready?
Lake Superior is not in the West.
Yeah, no, it's
Just
not.
saying.
Midwest.
Heavy Midwest. Mid-East. Pert near.
Hanzi, do you have an answer? Marge, do you have an
North.
answer?
Yes.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Washington. Alyssa says Washington, Oregon, Montana, Idaho. Marge with the same answer. John with the same answer. Cory with the same answer. Tressa says Montana, Idaho, Colorado, Utah. Hanzi says Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Montana. Nate says Oregon, Idaho, Washington, Montana. The 7 states are Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah. So I think we had 7 of our Jabronies get that one right. Flowing through 2 countries and 4 mountain ranges, the Columbia River carries more water to the Pacific Ocean than any other river in North or South America. The river has 19 hydroelectric dams, which has caused major declines in salmon, lamprey, and sturgeon populations. Question 3, the topic is hunting. This next great question is via Tim Allen.
What?
Not Santa. Phil, I feel like I've asked you before to do the noise he does at the end of the you know what I'm talking about? This 4-letter word is defined as, quote, a selective slaughter of wild animals. Phil's just a jukebox over there.
That made me lightheaded.
This 4-letter word is defined as a selective slaughter of wild animals. This is question 3, and the topic is hunting. Nate, Alyssa, Seth, all confident in their answer.
I don't know about confident.
Okay, confident. You've got a 4-letter
I
word.
have a 4-letter word.
She was quick to write it down. Marge, John, Cory, Tressa, and Hanzi do not yet have anything, though. This 4-letter word is defined as a selective slaughter of wild animals. Seth, you have this one right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Nate, you have this one right.
Yep. And speaking of Babe Ruth, I'm calling my shot. Perfect game.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, mold.
You better hope I've got some more East Coast questions in here
I'm banking on it.
for Georgia Nate. How you doing down there, Cory?
Not great, honestly.
Okay.
It's funny because I think
He's
I just used this
faltering.
word earlier.
Okay. This 4-letter word is defined as a selective slaughter of wild animals. Hanzi, do you have this one right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why is there only 4 letters?
Corey, you just kind of did this.
I know.
Oh, there's a hint from Seth, who I think he might share the lead with right now. It's anyone's game still. Anybody could be the king or queen Jabroni.
Unfortunately, Seth missed question 1.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yeah.
he is 1 point behind Cory.
Cory,
God, go ahead. I'm the one that.
go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth and Alyssa saying call. Marge without an answer. John says call. Cory without an answer. Tressa says slam. Hanzi and Nate say
Big
call.
fan though. I like slam. I think that should be
I was
accepted.
thinking Grand Slam.
Yeah.
The correct answer is call.
Damn it.
Calling can be enacted as a management tool for reducing populations, controlling disease, and helping human safety. Hunters often justify kills by identifying deer as cull bucks, but biologists say that's not a real way to improve antler size. For more on this subject, go read Tony Peterson's article on the MeatEater.com called Wild Deer Genetics and the Lost Cause of Culling.
Yeah, I thought of culling, not 4 letters.
C-U-L-L.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you were culling some aoudad sheep in Texas and talked about it on today's episode of MeatEater Radio Live.
It's true.
Question 4, the topic is cooking. Mashed says the fruit of this cactus is a, quote, culinary delight and tastes similar to melon, kiwi, or an underripe strawberry. Mashed, that is a cooking website, says the fruit of this cactus is a culinary delight and tastes similar to melon, kiwi, or an underripe strawberry. Seth and Cory and Alyssa and Marge, quick to answer.
You know, I have a problem with that. It tastes similar. Like I eat kiwis every day. No, kiwi tastes like a melon.
Well, they're,
Tell me
it's the best way they could describe the taste of this thing.
they're very different flavor profiles.
And you're looking for the cactus name.
We're looking for the name of the cactus. Mashed says the fruit of this cactus is a culinary delight and tastes similar to melon, kiwi, or an underripe strawberry. How we doing, Nate? Perfect game on the line.
game.
On question 4.
Perfect game.
Where's this home run going, babe?
I got
Right
a
field, left
letter, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Are you confident?
Foul ball.
I think so.
I think they quote this in a Disney song.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's a hint
Hold
if
up.
there's any Disney adults listening.
I could sing the Mulan song to you.
That should help. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Mister, I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest.
Not that song.
Fire.
Not that movie either.
Do our other players give up? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying prickly pear. Alyssa says goji. Marge says prickly pear.
Darn it.
John says prickly. Cory says prickly pear. Tressa, prickly pear. Hanzi, prickly pear. Nate says Sonora. The correct answer is prickly pear cactus.
Tough.
Are we going
I
to give
believe
that
the
one
correct
to John?
answer is Nate's perfect game.
We're not going to give it to John.
Oh.
John's missing the important part,
all-
the name of the fruit.
they're
the-
all
the
prickly.
pear. Prickly pear cacti are found in almost every state. Both the pads and the fruit of them are edible. Prickly pear can be eaten raw or turned into jam, syrup, and wine. It's also become a hip soda flavor in recent years with brands like Pikes Peak and Sioux City Soda selling prickly pear bottles.
Hold up. Those are east of the Mississippi?
They're found everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some very rare ones
more
found
you know.
in like Florida. I think Biscayne National Park has what they identify as the rarest cacti in North America.
Lewis and Clark Brewing makes a beer out of prickly pear.
Yeah, they were ahead of the trend on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Edbo's favorite.
Question 5. The topic is woodsmanship. This 2-word hiking term refers to the illusion of what you believe is the pinnacle of a mountain, but later realize is not. This 2-word hiking term refers to the illusion of what you believe is the pinnacle of a mountain, but later realize is not. Nate and Seth and Cory and John and Tressa, all quick to answer. 2-word hiking term refers to the illusion of what you believe is the pinnacle of a mountain, but later realize is not. This is question 15, so we will get a scoreboard update from Phil the engineer after this. Alyssa, Marge, are you ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying false summit. Alyssa says optical illusion. Marge and John and Cory and Tressa and Hanzi say false summit. Nate says false peak. The correct answer is false summit or false peak.
No way.
False summit.
Dude, I would flip this table.
Yeah, let's hold his hand through this whole thing, shall we?
I know.
False summits happen when a mountain is viewed from a distance and the peak is hidden in the background. Those who encounter false summits say it's discouraging, causing feelings of lost hope or failure. These illusions can get hikers in trouble who use their energy and resources to reach what they thought was the end of a trail, only to realize they need to go further to gain the actual summit. Does anyone have a story in here about reaching a false summit or false peak?
Emigrant Peak
You've done it?
has multiple false summits.
okay.
Yep. I had a little temper tantrum.
Really? At which false summit?
The third.
The third false summit?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
need some snacks. I need to take a break.
And is it just like the view, or was there like clouds in the sky that
It
disrupted?
just looked like the peak from where you were, and then you got up there and it dipped way down to go up again.
So did you get to the true summit eventually?
Yeah.
Good on
It's
you,
a
Marge.
really good hike. Highly
The
recommend.
Baldy summit gets me every time.
Baldy, yeah.
Yeah, every year. I hike it every
Yeah,
year.
even
but
Onyx
still
has it
gets me.
mislabeled.
Yeah. It's true.
Phil, let's get a scoreboard update. We have 5 questions left.
Yeah, I might have made a mistake on this last round. Mostly Maggie, I couldn't remember if I counted your point or not because I got lost. But
Because I was
the
late.
score's up there. Let me know if I'm wrong. You guys can just give yourself as many points as you want.
I
I guess.
have 6.
Okay.
don't remember.
Then I'll make that change right now.
Thank you.
Maggie has 6. Wow. All right. We've got Tressa in last place with 5 points. Maggie now has 6. Hanzi and John have 7 points apiece. Alyssa has 8, and still 3-way tied with 10 points apiece are Nate, Cory, and Seth.
I forgot. I have 10.
It's still anybody's game going into question 16. Here's question 6. The topic is conservation. This next great question is via Jackson Lewis. This river, which starts in Peru and ends at the Atlantic Ocean, has the most freshwater biodiversity on Earth. The topic is conservation. This river, which starts in Peru and ends at the Atlantic Ocean, has the most freshwater biodiversity on Earth. Nate, do you have this one right?
Yes, sir.
Cory, do you have this one right?
Yes.
Seth does not yet have an answer. He does now. Seth, do you like your answer?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
If I get it right, I'll like it.
5 questions to go to crown our trivia jabroni champion. Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying the Nile. Alyssa says Patagonia. Marge.
Wrong continent there, brother.
The Amazon. Yeah, keep piling on to Seth. John without an answer. Cory says Amazon. Tressa without an answer. Hanzi and Nate say Amazon. They got it. The correct answer is the Amazon River. At 4,000 miles long, the Amazon River is the longest free-flowing river in the world. There are more than 2,400 fish species that live in the river, including the Dorado catfish, which has the longest freshwater migration on the planet. Similar to the Amazon rainforest, the Amazon River's greatest threats include deforestation, mining, pollution, and climate change. Question 7. The topic is hunting. The AKC describes this dog breed as, quote, an exuberant Scottish gun dog of great beauty, standing among America's most popular dog breeds. Oh, boy. This is question 17. The topic is hunting. The AKC describes this dog breed as an exuberant Scottish gun dog of great beauty, standing among America's most popular dog breeds. The room is stumped. Despite having many dog owners in the room. Marge, do you own a dog?
Nope.
Okay. John, do you own a dog?
Got a fish.
I think you're the only 2 non-dog owners here then.
Just Gary there, Spencer. Still kicking. or
Goldfish
swimming.
owner. The AKC describes this dog breed as an exuberant Scottish gun dog of great beauty, standing among America's most popular dog breeds. Hanzi, the only player with an answer. How do you feel about your answer, Hanzi?
I feel as though the Scottish part might have helped
Okay.
jog my memory, but not sure.
The AKC describes this dog breed as an exuberant Scottish gun dog of great beauty, standing among America's most popular dog breeds. Nate, do you like your answer?
I've reverted to the old marker sniff.
Okay. See if that can kill the weak brain cells and let the strong ones come to the front of your brain.
I believe it's called culling.
That's right. That's exactly what he's doing. Seth, do you like your answer?
No.
Okay. How about you, Cory?
No, it's not looking good, man.
Do you have an answer, Cory?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's giggling at his own answer.
It's the marker.
An exuberant Scottish gun dog of great beauty, standing among America's most popular dog breeds. A lot of details from the AKC there.
Full name of this?
You need the full name of this.
Can't just put dog, Alyssa.
Darn it. All right, I gotta change my answer.
We've got a nice little trophy that gets to sit in someone's office for the next year, and a $1,000 donation on the line. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying English pointer. Alyssa says Llewellyn setter. Marge says Griffin. John says GSP. Cory says Scottish short-haired terrier. Tressa says wire-haired pointer.
Makes sense.
Hanzi says golden retriever. Nate says cocker spaniel.
Ooh, the old cocker.
We have a correct answer in the room.
Ugh.
Come on.
It's golden retriever.
Chicky.
Hanzi got that one right.
Who owns one of those?
I do.
In 2024, the Golden Retriever was America's third most popular dog breed behind French Bulldogs and Labrador Retrievers. In fourth and fifth place were German Shepherds and Poodles. The Lab was AKC's most popular breed for 31 straight years, but has finished second to the French Bulldog since 2022. Golden Retriever.
Which I believe only 10% of in this country are actually from hunting stock.
The Golden Retrievers?
Which are called field-bred Goldens. So,
How about your field-bred Golden?
yeah,
Is that it?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Trapper's the best.
He's great.
He's the best.
Question 8. The topic is wildlife. What continent is the platypus native to? Cory, very quick to answer. Is your son Marshall? Is he familiar with this animal? Is that why you're so confident?
We did have a chat about a platypus not too long
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
What continent is the platypus native to? Cory, the only person to answer so far.
No, I'm done.
Oh, and Marge. She's probably drawing us a platypus. Is that what you're doing? That'll
Can't
be a
remember
real
if they have
delight.
tails.
Okay, we'll find out if Marge's does or not. That'll be the official authority. If she's wrong, that just means the platypus are wrong.
Yeah.
Her drawing was correct.
Oh man.
What continent is the platypus native to? We'll get a scoreboard update from Phil after this. This is question 18.
1 of 7,
I
right?
believe they're poisonous.
Nate, do you like your answer?
No.
Okay. How about you, Seth?
No.
Cory's got a pretty big grin down there.
I not.
Okay.
100%,
He's now leaking confidence.
Go
Is
on.
everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hanzi, pick a continent.
Okay.
Are you listing them all out?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have one?
Yes, I do.
Go
yes.
ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying South America.
Uh-oh.
Alyssa says North America.
Uh-oh.
Marge says Australia. She drew a wonderful platypus there.
Yeah, that was
John says
okay.
Asia. Cory says Australia. Tressa says Australia. Hanzi says North America. Nate crossed out Asia and wrote down Australia.
Oh, you did.
The correct answer is Australia.
Let's go.
The room
there you
did
go.
pretty well.
Nicely done.
Noah has described the platypus as being, quote, a duck-billed, beaver-tailed, otter-footed, egg-laying aquatic creature. They are most common in waterways of eastern Australia, where they feed on insects, shrimp, worms, crayfish, frogs, and fish. Their closest living relative is the echidna, which is a fellow egg-laying mammal that lives in Australia. All right, Phil, let's get a scoreboard update with 2 questions to go.
This is an exciting game of trivia we've got going on right now.
Hanzi, look at you.
Alyssa, Maggie, John, Tressa, and Hanzi are eliminated from the tournament. But Seth Morris has 10 points, and ahead of him with 12 points apiece. All tied up are New Money Nate and Cory.
2 questions to go.
New money, Nate.
I didn't dress up this
Did
time.
you get a bonus?
No.
He's just no longer intern, Nate. Question 9, the topic is cooking. This 3-letter word refers to a salmon fillet that's been salt cured, which is commonly served on bagels. Oh, we have a confident room this time around. This one may not be a difference maker. This 3-letter word refers to a salmon fillet that's been salt cured, which is commonly served on bagels. Very quick to answer. John, do you have an answer? Okay.
Nothing.
Does anyone have a hint for John? You can't win.
Wait, does Cory have an answer?
Yeah.
You ever been to New York?
Upstate New York, not New York City.
Not going to help you there. This 3-letter word refers to a salmon fillet that's been salt cured, which is commonly served on bagels. Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying lock. Alyssa says locks. Marge, locks.
Yeah.
John without an answer. Cory, locks. Tressa, locks. Hanzi, locks. Nate, locks. The correct answer is locks.
Locks.
L-O-X.
Sorry, Seth.
You could pronounce a C like an X, though.
Well, lox, which is spelled L-O-X, comes from the Yiddish word for salmon, which is L-A-K-S, spelled lox. A lox bagel is typically topped with cream cheese, salmon, red onions, capers, and fresh dill. It's a staple at bagel shops on the East Coast.
So good.
Seth is no longer in the game anyway, since Cory and Nate got that one right.
Thanks for that one. I appreciate that East Coast question.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's your East Coast bone.
Here's a correct answer review so far. 1 was 6th mass extinction. 2 was Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah. 3 was Cull. 4, prickly pear cactus. 5, false summit or false peak. 6, Amazon River. 7, golden retriever. 8, Australia. 9, lox. Let's get one last scoreboard update from Phil the engineer.
13 points apiece. Cory and Nate are tied up in first place.
It's probably going to be a fishing question.
The title
If it's fishing.
of King Jabroni is on the line. Question 20. The topic is fishing. And this is our listener question of the week, which was won by Chad Caston for sending this great question.
Screw you, Chad.
Chad is going to get a board
Caston,
game
good last
signed
name.
by the crew. If you want a chance to win our listener question of the week, then send your question to trivia@themeateater.com.
It would
like
be
a
Does he win a
Chad.
trivia game signed by the Jabronies or?
Who wants that?
We've got a whole
Yeah,
stock of them
come
out
on.
there. Question 10, the topic is fishing. What does CFS stand for when referring to a river?
How you doing down there, Nate?
What does CFS stand for when referring to a river?
Man, I think Costco got in my head on the first game. I
You
just
think
wasn't
so?
quite here.
Okay, Marge could have been contending for Queen Jabroni. If she would have
So
done
much
better.
better this go around.
The answer?
And actually, in our pre-show discussion, Marge said CFS, but she never expanded on what that meant.
What do you got down there?
What does CFS stand for? Nate, do you have this one right?
Oh, jeepers, dude. I don't know.
Okay.
Not feeling as confident as I was earlier.
I don't think I've ever called this.
CFS. Is everybody
How
ready?
many do?
Go ahead
I hope I'm right.
and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying cubic feet per second. Alyssa says current flow per second. Marge says cubic feet per second. John says current flow state. Cory says
I like
cubic
that too.
feet per second. Tressa says channel fishing service. Hanzi says cubic feet per second. Nate says cubic feet per second. The correct answer is cubic feet per second. Cory and Nate both got that one right. CFS measures how much water is flowing through a stream and is calculated by looking at a river's width, depth, and speed. 1 cubic foot of water is about the size of a basketball. So if a river is at 100 CFS, then you can visualize 100 basketballs floating by per second.
Didn't read that.
All right, we're going to overtime. Play the drop, Phil.
Tiebreaker. If you ain't first, you're last.
That's true.
I think just cut it at if you
Will
ain't first, you're
Ferrell, who
last.
showed
and
up
then,
in
like, go into
Jabroni
other
episode
stuff
1.
that's funny. I never liked
tie
it.
break. So
Hey, Phil, off, man.
we have one tie-breaking question to declare our winner of the Jabronies. This is a numerical question. Whoever is closest to the correct answer will be declared the winner. The topic is biology. How many teeth does a black bear have?
Oh. Okay.
How many teeth does a black bear have? It is just down to Cory and Nate, who have 14 points, but the entire room is going to play along because if somebody gets it right on the nose, MeatEater is going to add an extra $100 donation to the end of the game.
Cory was just on Radio Live this morning talking about a blackberry harvested.
How many teeth does a black bear have? Nate, have you ever killed a black bear?
Not even close.
Have you ever seen a black bear?
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen him. Cory's fixing to kill one this month.
I know.
He's added an
Cory's-
advantage.
He's got a leg up on me here.
Cory is currently drawing a diagram of a bear's mouth on his whiteboard.
Okay. Let's see if that helps.
That's not helping.
How many teeth does a black bear have? We've got a $1,000 donation on the line, maybe $1,100 if somebody can get it right on the nose, and this beautiful trophy that you can see on MeatEater Podcast YouTube channel.
And if they don't get it, $1,000 will be billed from their.
That's right. Yeah. Actually, that's the rules for the Jabroni term.
Yeah.
Nate, where are you going to put this cute little trophy if you win?
Oh, so many places.
You're going to rotate
I'll
it
probably bring it into my bed tonight to sleep with.
Yep. Centerpiece of your dining room table.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay.
Maybe mount it on like a hood ornament.
Oh, sure.
You
That'd
could,
be
you
kinda
could use it to eat.
Yeah.
There's a thought.
Yeah.
How about you, Cory? Where's this going to go if you win?
Oh,
If you're the King Jabroni.
Probably Nate's office. Just so he can think about it every day.
How many
It
teeth
mocks me.
does a black bear have? Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying 24. Alyssa says 42. Marge says 22.
42.
John says 24. Tressa says 26. Hanzi says 36. And our 2 players left. We have Cory saying 32 and Nate saying 28.
Oh, snap.
Someone in the room has it right on the nose. The correct answer is 42, making Cory our winner.
Wow,
And Alyssa
42.
Nice.
had it right on the
That's
money.
way more than I thought.
Wow. That's way more than I thought.
That is 20
I liked-
more than
I
a
was like
squirrel,
somewhere
10
in that.
more than a human, 8 more than an
yeah.
elk, 4 more than a wolverine, 2 more than a raccoon, and the same amount as a coyote. Cory
than
is
a
our
wolverine.
winner.
The
Well
same.
done.
Same amount as a coyote.
Huh. I didn't expect a
42
Wolverine to have
teeth.
less.
Cory was 10 off.
Yeah, that was way off.
All right, Cory, what are you going to do with the $1,100 donation from MeatEater as the King Jabroni?
Man, never had to think about this before.
You've never won? Is that the case?
There was a group effort who beat up
Okay.
on Randall
Uh-huh.
a couple weeks ago.
Yep, taught him a lesson.
That felt really good.
Yeah, it
but
did
no,
feel good.
First real win.
All right, $1,100 donation.
Let's go to someplace real close to my heart and do the Bob Marshall Wilderness Foundation.
Okay.
Love it.
What do you like so much about them?
They do volunteer trail work, weed spraying, you name it. A lot of wilderness activities in the Bob Marshall. I know they had a big cutback with some federal layoffs and a lot of uncertainties, but it sounds like they have their summer programs lined up again. Check them out at Google Bob Marshall Wilderness Foundation.org. Yeah.
$1,100 going their way via Cory and MeatEater. Congratulations, Cory.
Thank
King
you.
Jabroni. Until next year, at least.
Yeah, I guess.
Join us next week for more MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, Spencer from South Dakota, he's the host. Using those smooth, mellow tones, he lays them questions down. And he likes taking those 2- and 3-year-old bucks. And he's an avid amateur rock hound.